All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host, Larry, and today we're going to be talking about all of the updates coming to the first major update, or at least the first real update that isn't a hotfix to Subnautica, which is update 1.1. And this is going to include a number of quality of life improvements. These are going to be things like improvement to the Biomod system, which will hopefully add more Biomod slots so you can have multiple passive Biomods at the same time. It's also going to be adding more Blight encounters that you can run into out in the wild. I assume this means that you'll probably either have changes to the existing battles that you have to do to unlock the angel combs or encounter additional Blight randomly in the environment that you'll have to cleanse. After that, we're going to be getting a new storage cache. That is the little storage chest that I've shown in some of the previous update videos that show upcoming unfinished content. And the whole point of the storage cache is when you're playing in multiplayer, it's going to be personal storage that only you can access. That way your buddies have to mind their own business as to what you put inside of it. The next one we're going to get is hopefully an overhaul to how the PDA organizes information. It's currently difficult to go through the database or the logs and re-listen to things or read all of the entries for all of the different creatures. It's currently just one big long list, and it's difficult to navigate and kind of annoying. So hopefully that one gets figured out to be a little bit smoother and faster to navigate. Along with that, we're also going to see some changes to voice line priorities over sounds. That way, while you're going out and about exploring the world, you'll no longer have your wonderful audio log sharing the story of Subnautica 2 interrupted by some random noises in the environment. Instead, you'll be able to hear it overlaid over top of everything else because the story and the voice files are going to be given priority. We're also going to be seeing an update to the vehicle docking system, specifically how the tadpole docks to the base, along with some improvements to the animations, and hopefully some animations for when our characters hop into and out of the tadpole, just like we had animations when we'd hop into the sea moth through the hatch in the top. We're also going to be seeing some sprinting coming to the game, which possibly opens up the door to land being added to the game at some point in the form of islands or underwater caves that we have to traverse, or some reason why we'd have to be sprinting around indoors for large periods of time. Because currently the only indoors we really have is the bases that we build, which aren't terribly big. So that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this patch is coming out sometime next week. It's kind of been the goal of the developers to release a patch every 3 to 4 weeks, or at least that's the sort of guesstimation right now. And then that'll be like the smaller quality of life patches that kind of change things, improve things, rebalance things, with the major patches where they add new zones, new monsters, new story, and other new mechanics coming every 3 to 4 months. So that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.